Wow, Ryan Garcia has tested positive for PEDs stemming back from his April 20th fight with Devin Haney, a fight where he dominated, if you remember, 3 knockdowns, won by unanimous decision. Honestly, could have won by knockout. Now he's tested positive for PEDs from tests that happened the day before the fight and the day of the fight. So what does this mean? The PED that Ryan Garcia is said to have tested positive for is Osterin, a steroid that helps make your muscles grow, basically tells your muscles to get the mass up, increases your muscles, and also will help you lose some weight while retaining water retention. So obviously Ryan came in overweight, 3.2 pounds over. He might have been, for example, 10 pounds overweight, but taking that steroid, he was able to come down to closer to 3 pounds overweight while still staying hydrated with all the water in his body. Clearly, this is an awful look. It will be appealed. I'm sure Ryan will send a new sample in. They're going to look at it. But right now, this is a stain. Ryan Garcia, he came out and immediately said, "Oh, come on, guys. You know I don't cheat." Well, how do we know that, Ryan? You pretended to act crazy. You pretended to act crazy the entire promo of the fight. You're going around after the fight, hanging out with whoever you can, performing with Colorado, hanging out with Donald Trump. You're doing anything you can. What do you mean we don't know if you cheated or not? We can't just take your word for it. This is a sport where people's livelihoods are on the line and you want to gain an unfair advantage. It's something that shouldn't be tolerated in the sport if he did indeed have PEDs in his system. For Devin Haney, what does this mean? The odds are, if this does come back confirmed, they're going to try, and I bet they will be able to overturn this and make this a no contest. I saw Eddie Hearn released a statement saying he talked to Devin and Devin wants it to be a no contest. They want to do anything to take away that 1 in the loss column. And they're going to use this no matter what. Even if it's not confirmed, they're going to say, hey, Ryan had an unfair advantage that night. He was hitting harder. That's why I got knocked down. Bill Haney was mad. Obviously, he was saying, hey, we gave you a chance. We let the fight happen after you came in overweight and you're taking steroids. Are you kidding me? Devin released a statement saying he's disappointed that this happened. They gave him a chance, and now he's really just overstepped his boundaries. And this is even more than just the Devin Haney fight with Ryan Garcia. This is the integrity of the sport. Again, a sport where people lose their lives sometimes, and you're gaining an unfair advantage to hit harder. A sport where hitting the head is what happens. Unfortunately, most likely, if it does come back positive, he'll be fined, maybe suspended for a month or for some 6 months, a year, maybe. And then we'll forget about it. You got to think there's other fighters that have tested positive for PEDs before. Example, Canelo Alvarez tested positive for PEDs, and that really is an afterthought. That's a moot point. So it's not like this will end Ryan Garcia's career. It's ridiculous. Obviously, other boxers have come out saying this needs to be gone from the sport. This is ridiculous. One interesting aspect is Tank Davis. He's come out kind of defending Ryan Garcia. I don't think it's as much defending Ryan as it is hating on Devin. He even said in a tweet, I don't like Devin and Bill. In fact, Gervonta Tank just actually posted a DM with Ryan, and he said, if you cheated and I'm defending you, I'm going to beat you up. Ryan said, you'll see in the next coming days, I didn't cheat. We can run it back again, but I didn't cheat. So we'll see. These test results are going to come back in another 10 days, week to a week and a half to 2 weeks. And we're going to see. But one thing, everyone who watched the fight knows Devin Haney's game plan was off. PEDs or not, it wasn't the PEDs' fault. He was getting hit with open shots. He was leaving himself open to shots. He came in with an awful game plan and didn't perform that well. Now, of course, there's always going to be that asterisk. Maybe Ryan had an unfair advantage with strength. Maybe that's why he was knocking him down so constantly and hurting him. But again, we know Ryan's left hand is strong, and Devin was giving him open shots throughout the night. So even if this does come back positive, people are going to remember this fight, and Devin's not going to hear the end of it. Devin, this will always be, for better or worse, a stain on his resume. Even if this turns into a no contest and the loss is revoked, the image of Devin going down 3 different times will stay with him the rest of his career, and a game plan where he left himself open to Ryan Garcia's shots. That's non-debatable. But Ryan Garcia, if he did come in with an unfair advantage, that needs to be gone from the sport, and it's ridiculous. We'll see in the next week and a half to 2 weeks what the final result is. For me, I can't believe Ryan Garcia saying I didn't cheat. I even mentioned it in my recap of the fight. I said, hey, he might still be crazy. There might have been a chance Ryan Garcia used steroids in this fight. I'm going to leave it up to the commissions to find out. I do think it's ridiculous that they're allowing guys that do have it in their system to fight. I think it's really unsafe that these tests are done the day of and the day before and the day of the fight. and then they're allowed to fight, and then later we find their steroids? Like, what if something really bad happened to Devin Haney? Maybe that's just the protocol. Maybe those are the only 2 days he came back positive. But either way, an awful look for boxing, and what was the biggest fight of the year so far is going to be tainted and stained as Ryan Garcia is tested positive for steroids, as we'll see the official results coming soon. But as I expect, Devin Haney will probably get this loss revoked, and it'll be a no contest. We'll see what's coming up. This has been the Never Drop Podcast. I appreciate you for listening. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment below. What do you think about this? That's all I got for you today. Peace. I'm out.